my name is Peyton and thank you guys for coming to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to give you some tips on where to meet a girl. I've heard from you single guys out there that it is just not an ideal dating world out there right now. It can be actually quite frightening to approach girls, and the dating apps are just really, again, not ideal. So I'm going to help you guys, give you guys some tips on where you can meet a potential female out in the wild. I was actually at the pool with some of my friends yesterday and we were asking some of the guys if they go up to girls in a bar, why don't they, some of their experiences. And majority of these men said absolutely not. They do not approach girls in bars or other locations because it just does not turn out well for them. They get immediately rejected.
I'd starve before I ever ate with you.
They've had really harsh, nasty comments, so they are just not interested in even starting a conversation with a girl, which is so sad because I feel like majority of the time, it actually comes from a genuine place, and there's a lot of genuine compliments out there, and you could be missing out on an opportunity. I don't think a lot of it is aggressive. I think that the TikTok and social media tend to only post the negative things, or that's what you see in the algorithm because that's what goes viral. But I don't think that that is the case all of the time. I think that is the exception, not the rule. So a lot of these guys just said that they would go up to girls and they would either look at their friends and be like, he's not hot enough to be talking to me, or do you think I should let him buy me a drink? Or they play some sort of game with them and it just does not turn out well for them. So they've just completely stopped doing it. So this is just, first of all, this is a failure on women's end to treat men like absolute crap and garbage. I feel like we have just 180'd here. It used to be that women, the whole feminist movement said that men were harassing women, catcalling them on the streets. And now I feel like it's almost the opposite. These women just are so quick to judge men based on their looks, based on their financial status. Immediately, it is they look up and down and decide if they are ideal or good looking enough, check their boxes enough to be even having a conversation with them. Like, what happened to just being friendly and talking to people, having a normal conversation? It doesn't even have to be you have the intention of flirting with them or going any further, but you can simply just talk to someone out in public and have a conversation like a normal human being. And I feel like we've completely lost that in culture. It's just mind-blowing and it's really sad. And so the reality is here that sometimes you are going to face rejection. If we didn't have rejection, we wouldn't see this kind of success because we would all have success. There is rejection everywhere you look. When you apply for jobs, most likely you're going to get rejected. There are a lot of jobs that you are going to get rejected from, just like when you are trying to date. Not everything is going to work out, and that is a-okay. You just need to figure out how to find confidence, and enough confidence that you are able to just deal with rejection. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips on where to find some girls. Guys, if you are looking for a girl, one of the best ways to meet someone is the old school way, through a friend. Hang out with a big group of friends. This is why community is so important. There's so many ways that having a great, strong community can impact your lives, but also just through connection and meeting new people. You never know when your friend has a girlfriend and then the girlfriend brings their friends around. That's a great way to potentially meet someone. Have people that you hang around, have a community, start meeting people and just network. I know this one is annoying, but dating apps, they do work. Contrary to the popular belief in society right now that dating apps suck. I met my boyfriend on a dating app. I know a lot of my girlfriends that met their person on a dating app. I know people that got married from meeting someone on a dating app. So it's not all the time that dates suck. I do think that there are diamonds in the rough and there is potential within dating apps if you know how to use them right. Social events are a great way to meet people beyond just meeting a girl. You can also meet friends through that. This could be a Bible study. This could be a pickleball league. This could be a Young Republicans event. And so actually I met one of my best friends through a Young Republicans event years ago. And I've actually met a lot of people through that. And it's nice because we all have similar values. So it's one barrier that you don't really have to look at as closely. Find social events where you would already have something in common with someone. You're not gonna like this one, but this is necessary. Put yourself in situations where you may get rejected rejected. And if you get rejected, that's fine, but you need to know how to deal with rejection. When it happens the first time, yeah, it's probably gonna sting a little, but when it happens the second time, you know how to handle rejection and you're confident enough to accept that boundary and walk away from it with pride and not feeling sad that you just got turned down. Okay, so these are 5 locations where you can actually meet a girl. The first one only applies if you actually have a dog. If you don't have a dog, don't go here because it's creepy.
That's weird. That's weird.
But number 1, dog park. It's great if you already have a pet, then you're meeting someone where you have something in common already, you have some talking points, you have a great way to just start an easy conversation. 2, you guys might not like this one because we've seen things go viral on TikTok, but I'm telling you, there are women out there that still love courageous and bold men, and I don't think it's creepy if you are not doing it in a creepy way. The gym or a workout class, something like that, then again, you already have something in common. You guys go to the same place, you frequent the same place, but again, do not do it in a creepy way. Maybe wait until they finish a set, maybe wait until they're leaving the gym and you can go up and strike a conversation. 3, this one, I assure you, anyone can do, is a sports league. It doesn't have to be anything that is super extraneous. It could be a pickleball league, it could be a walk club, it could be a run club, it could be tennis. There are so many sports league, I promise you, in your area, so sign up for that. And again, then you already have something in common. 4, I'm going to say this very carefully because I don't think that bars are necessarily the best way to meet people, although it can happen. A restaurant bar is a little different, a different vibe. People aren't going there to drink excessive amounts of alcohol. They're just going there for dinner, and it's kind of a way to have an open, easy conversation. The 5th one is a classic. This is very rom-com-like, but coffee shops are a great way to meet people. Usually it's someone just sipping on coffee, and it's kind of an easy way to introduce yourself and strike up a conversation.
Store policy can't really supersede state law. Please, it's an emergency.
Caramel latte for Miranda.
Honey? About to order. Do you want your usual? My wife would like a double espresso, although you've had trouble sleeping lately, right, babe?
I know it feels scary, like you get butterflies in your stomach and you feel like you are going to have a panic attack before you're just going up to someone that you find attractive and you're trying to strike up a conversation. You don't know if they're available, if they're interested in you. I promise you that the potential outcome is going to put all of that at ease. So I know that it may sound very feminist of me, but I actually have gone up to guys that I find attractive, that I'm interested in. This was at a restaurant and I was leaving and I saw this guy and, you know, I was attracted to him and was waiting for him to potentially make the move, but he didn't. So I was like, well, I'm not just gonna let this get away from me. I'm gonna make the move. So I stopped over at his table. I asked him, introduced myself. I asked him if he was single, if he was available, and if he was interested in exchanging numbers so we could talk further. And it went great. He was so nice, and it's not gonna happen all the time that they are interested and they're going to want that. But in this case, it turned out great. And then he literally texted me telling me that he was so shocked that I came up to him and was just so bold and confident, and that really stuck out to him. He actually said no one has ever done that to him before, that no one has just come up at a restaurant and, you know, flirted and made the move. So I think that that confidence and that boldness really says something about yourself. I do think it's about how you execute this. So just make sure that you are doing it in a polite, respectful, but confident way, in a bold way. Also, when that was happening, I was thinking in my head, what do I do if he says that he has a girlfriend? What do I do if he's just like, I'm not interested? And I'm like, wait, I'm probably never gonna see this man again. There's no difference in my life if I walk away from this, having his number or not getting his number or having something out of this. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't change my life at all. The best words of advice that I'm going to leave you with is rejection sucks, but dying alone sucks even more. And yes, that sounds awful, but you just really need to hone in on your confidence. You need to handle rejection because it's life and rejection happens, and failure is going to be inevitable. So failure in dating is just another thing of dating, right? When you go on dates and you are going through this whole process, that's what dating is finding out what you like, finding out what other people like. So let me know in the comments what type of dating advice that you want next. Let me know if this was helpful, and I will catch you on the next one.